Ma'am, there are signs from the west. Sun King Avad awaits you at the Temple of the Sun.
Campfires, perhaps? Massing forces for the long march to the city gates?
That's not wood smoke.
Then what is it?
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
Deathbringers you spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns! Now!
By the sun, do as she says!
Set loaded! All of you, be ready to fire!
Will the guns hold them back?
We're about to find out. No! Rally the vanguard. Send reinforcements.
Aloy, no!
We need those guns!
He will cut you down!
Not this time!
You have vexed me long enough.
Should have fought me in a sun ring then. He's too dangerous in close.
No mercy. Why do you fight? Accept your weakness. Only endless night awaits you. Meridian must run red to be cleansed.
He's quick. If the Deathbringers keep firing, this bridge will go. Blocked again.
What are you before the terror of the sun?
The one who will take you down!
I am chosen. You came from nothing. You will die of nothing. A savage cannot understand destiny.
Impossible. I am chosen. This was not meant to be.
You're done. Hades is next.
The buried shadow will save me. I cannot. Ah!
Fucking nailed it. Hey, Cad, what's up, man?
For Meridian! Hold the line!
Where do you need me?
Take up a tent! On the platform!
It's taking a shot at me!
Hold the line! Yeah.
South! They're coming from the south!
They saw me. This is it.
Deathbringer fire incoming! in the attack. Lower your arms, but be wary.
Chance to catch a breath and prepare.
Raise arms again. West.
Never know when I might need these.
Aloy. Aloy! Aloy!
Tab?
By all mother, you survived. I thought you were killed.
The others, are they...
No. Wounded, but alive, mostly. The machines blasted through, then kept going. They marched on the spire, dragging that thing with them.
Take care of the others, Tab. I've gotta go.
Aloy, go! We'll draw them. Now you face their true son, Shadow Demons.
It's begun. Hades is transmitting. If Hades has started the signal, it must have gotten through the defenses. Venora, Aaron's vanguard. I have to get up there. Gotta keep going. Keep pushing. I knew this wouldn't be easy. So no holding back.
Aloy!
They're alive.
It's Aloy! Well, you can see that. We thought you'd fallen at the ridge.
No, the ridge fell on me. Look, there isn't a lot of time left. I have to face Hades.
Not alone.
It's my fight. I can't ask you to come with me.
We were about to go over the top anyway, right? Right.
Hawk and Thrush, let's go.
I should stock up. Last chance.
I'm really doing this for the money. I don't need the equipment, I just want the shards. Oh. Well, you guys could have told me that this part was broken. Shit, how the hell do we get up? There we go.
Arrival of Entity has been anticipated. Entity will not halt transmission. To contrary, calculations are precise. Presence of Entity has been accounted for.
Hi. That was worthless.
Execute.
Here's your chance for the big one. Okay, here it comes.
It's brought more of the corrupted Aloy.
All of you, focus on the new machine!
System threat imminent.
I'm more than a threat.
Master Override armed. To activate, state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master Override activated. Purging Extinction Protocol.
Poke it. Yeah, he did it.
Okay, Gaia. Sorry about that. Where was I?
You were telling a story.
Right. Yeah, so, like I was saying, it was a children's electronics kit, but I hacked the wiring to an auto battery and solar PV. So the grass caught fire. And, so did a tall pine that had stood there, I don't know, maybe 100 years.
Query. You were how old?
6. My mother was home, thank God, so she called the fire department, and after, she took me out to the lawn and showed me the dead baby birds, because there were nests in the pine tree.
Query. What did you feel?
I'm not sure. I remember yelling that I didn't care, and that's when my mother took my face in her hands and spoke.
Query. What did she say?
She said I had to care. She said, Elizabeth, being smart will count for nothing if you don't make the world better. You have to use your smarts to count for something. To serve life, not death.
You often tell stories of your mother, but you are childless.
I never had time. Guess it was for the best.
If you had had a child, Elizabeth, what would you have wished for him or her?
I guess I would have wanted her to be curious. And willful, unstoppable, even. But but with enough compassion to heal the world. Just a little bit. Anyway, that's all I've got for now, Gaia. Time to tuck in.
I wish you a pleasant sleep, Elizabeth.
Thank you. I'll catch you tomorrow.
That was a good fucking game. Now I'm definitely looking forward to the sequel. Although I'll have to wait for it to come to PC, because I cannot aim to save my life with a controller. Yeah, that was really good, man. Need more DLC. Thank you for letting us be a part of it. Man, thanks for coming and hanging out. Like, you didn't have to be here. Yes, absolutely. Extra special thanks to Alice, because she actually bought me the game. A sequel? Yeah, there's a sequel coming out to this. I think it's going to be on the PS4, because I think it's scheduled to come out at the end of this year, before like the PS5. I think it's one of those games that's like, it's coming out on the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5. But it's supposed to come out later this year. But I'm going to wait until they release it on PC, because like I said, I suck aiming with controllers. And I would not want to use, like, aim assist or anything like that. We're doing Frozen Wilds. We did Frozen Wilds. You know, all the snow stuff with the ice bears and the fire bears? That was Frozen Wilds. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if it was PS5 only. Like, not PS4, I mean. Just to help with the PlayStation 5 sales, initially. I'm sure they'll bring it to PC, because when they announced that this was coming to PC and they started pre-sales, I know that Sony, like, announced before the game was actually released on PC that their pre-sales exceeded their expectations. So... for a 3-year-old game to sell this this many copies on another platform is pretty impressive. I'll give the next game maybe like 2 years before I expect to see a PC port. And I think when they do a PC port, I bet you the game developer this time will be in charge of it, as opposed to outsourcing it to a third party like they did. Because they ran into enough issues during outsourcing that they're not going to want to make that same mistake twice. At least this game dev won't. I'm sure there'll be other companies that are like, nah, outsource it, we don't care. 2024? I would say late 2023. Wait. No, I don't even think that long. I think late 2022. If the sequel's coming out this year on PS5, I anticipate a 2-year delay. Maybe 2.5. I don't think a whole lot longer than that, because I think Sony's going to want to jump on it. Not immediately, obviously. They want to make sure that they'll wait until all the DLC comes out. They'll wait until it's no longer selling like hotcakes. They'll wait until the price is dropped on the PS5 to like 20 or 30 bucks. Then they'll probably start putting work into the PC version. Have I played the other games by this company? No. To my understanding, this is the first, like, high-end AAA title that this company made. Like, they made other games, obviously, but this is the first one they made that was to this level. And if that's actually accurate, this was an amazing... Like, this is an amazing game regardless. But for this to be like their first huge tentpole title is exceedingly impressive. I don't know where this developer is, but I think they're, judging by most of the staff's last names, I think they're probably like Northern Europe, like Scandinavia. They're Dutch. Okay. Yeah, which would be Scandinavia, definitely. Oh, Amsterdam. Okay. But it's obvious the developers are very, like, very proud of their work, because when this, when the PC port came out and it had so many bugs, they immediately stepped up and they were like, yeah, we're fixing this. It's taken some time, obviously, because they're still not done with it, and I've beaten the game. But I'll probably wait until... If I decide to do New Game Plus, I'll probably wait until after the dev comes out and says, we fixed all the problems, we're done with it. They did Killzone? Okay. What's my next game? I think I'm going to try out Raft. See if I like that. So starting tomorrow, I'll probably start the stream with Raft tomorrow and go from there. I'm not going to start it right now. Yeah, see, Ashley Birch. A couple of these names I recognize. Excuse me. I liked the lady that did the voice for Petra. She was really good. We'll see who that was. Sally Safiotti? Probably butchered her last name, but Dave Fenoy. He was the one that did Lee in Walking Dead. Walla voices? I don't know what Walla is. Hey, Jennifer Hale. That's Femshep. Liam O'Brien, yay! Oh, Ashley Birch actually did the motion capture for Aloy as well. That's cool. Probably mostly face for dialogue and whatnot. So what did y'all think of the game? I find it difficult to think of negatives at the moment. Other than the obvious, like the PC port having CPU issues for me. The combat was good, the movement was really good. The story was great. The facial animations probably could have used a little bit of work. It was a little stiff from time to time, but it was good, but you don't think you'd play it? A little too fast-paced for you as far as the combat is concerned, or? Or is it what, just like, I watched you play it, there's not really much difference between playthroughs, so it's not like you would experience anything different? Biggest negative, needed more DLC? Yeah. More content! I have to admit, the DLC was exceptionally done. It was done to equal, if not better quality than the base game, I feel. A lot of companies will cut out, DLC will come out, and the DLC won't have a lot of cutscenes. It won't have a lot of new stuff added to it. It'll just like reuse the existing stuff to extend the story somehow. And while it didn't really introduce a lot of monsters, it takes too long to kill some of the machines. That's fair. I don't feel that way personally, because when you're in the middle of the fight, it doesn't feel like it takes that long. It feels like it goes really fast. It'd be too hard for a 70-year-old. Yeah, I could see that. Faster reaction times are going to be an issue. This is also why I don't play games on hard mode anymore. I didn't used to either, but I mean, I went through a phase where I played everything on hard, and then I just realized I'm not having fun doing this. Harry Honkonen? I almost read that as Harkonnen, and I was all like, what? Get him out of here! Yeah, I actually, that's a good point, John. I really enjoy companies that are putting in quote-unquote story mode difficulty where you do like 200% damage and the enemies do like 25 or 30% damage to you, so that it makes the game a lot easier for people who have a hard time with games but still want to experience the story of it. I really appreciate that they do that. And I think it's going to become more and more common as people from my generation get older. Because we grew up with video games. And we're going to want to continue to play video games until the day we die. So, you know, we're going to be like 80-year-olds in the nursing home with our PlayStation 12s trying to like beat brand new games. And we're going to be all like, I want story mode so that I can get the good story. I'm going to sleep with all the sluts in the game. You know, that kind of thing. Am I getting the remastered Mass Effect trilogy? If they ever announce it. Are you talking, John, are you talking about Horizon that you did that with? Like, they did that with the last two Assassin's Creed titles, Origins and Odyssey, where there was a story mode where you could play through and the difficulty was exceedingly easy, but it was primarily made so that you could just explore the worlds and enjoy everything. I think there's also like a like an educational version, an educational mode where there is no combat. You just wander around and explore. You're waiting for Dragon Age 4 to be announced? Well, that's been announced. They announced they're working on it. They technically have not announced the Mass Effect remaster. And yes, I'm sorry for anybody who's watching that may be bored by this. I always let a game run through its credits that I beat. For the first time. Like, I'm not going to watch Mass Effect's credits for the 100th time. But when the Mass Effect remaster comes out, I'll watch all its credits again. You mean the release date? Okay, gotcha. Everybody's kind of assuming that even though BioWare hasn't technically announced the Mass Effect Trilogy remaster, everyone's kind of playing off of the concept that they are working on it and they're not really going to announce it until they're almost ready for release. Like, I know there's a lot of speculation that they're going to announce it in October for a November 7th release date. Which honestly would make sense if they decided to release it this year to try to push for November 7th, because N7 Day, but we'll see. I'm not holding my breath. And even if it comes out on November 7th, I'm not going to play it until after I'm done with Cyberpunk. If you were bored, you'd be doing dishes. That's fair. That's usually what I do when I'm bored. Get up a whole bunch of stuff at work going that I have to wait on, and then I'll get up and go wash dishes and then come back and finish it. I'm glad you guys really enjoyed this game. I very much liked it. It was really good. I think they'll release all 3 games at once or one at a time. I don't know. If I had to bet, I would say they'd probably release all 3 simultaneously. Because I think they know, or at least BioWare themselves knows, that the love for the game is more condensed around the love of the first 3 titles as opposed to just one. If they did stagger them, they would probably stagger them relatively rapidly, I think. Like a month apart kind of deal, but I find that unlikely. And yeah, there's a you can't see it, but there's a skip button right here telling me to skip, and I'm like, no. I really liked the music until the until the dialogue heavy part. I could do without the weird chanting, but I think it's primarily going to be a graphical overhaul. I would anticipate more significant changes for Mass Effect 1. They might try to overhaul the combat in Mass Effect 1 so that it's more along the lines of 2 and 3. I highly doubt they'll make any changes to the story. Other than maybe fixing some of the quests that were broken and integrating the DLC more closely with the main games. But I don't foresee them changing the overall story at all. And I highly doubt they'll change anything having to do with the ending. With the exception of they may flesh out some after credit scenes, or not after credit scenes, but after the ending scenes a little better. But I don't think they're going to change the ending of Mass Effect 3 at all. No, that would cause a whole bigger argument. You'll probably not get it. Just watch me play them. I'll probably play the trilogy more than once. I just doubt I'll do them back to back. Because the last time I played the trilogy 3 times in a row. And by the end I was just like, ugh. But I'll definitely want to do a canon run, which is my head canon for my Shepherd, which is mostly Paragon, and then I'll want to do a hard Renegade option, and I'll probably want to play it a couple more times just to like try out different romance options to see if they made any changes there, but. Looks like we're getting to the very end because they're thanking Bink Video. That's when you can always tell it's at the end of the credits. You always feel bad when you're mean in games? I feel bad when I'm mean in games the first time I play it. Second time I play it, I don't care. Oh, that was weird.
Hello, old friend. Remember me? We've still so much to discuss. So much you never revealed. Your masters, for example. The ones who sent the signal that woke you. Knowledge has its rewards, don't you think? Well, let's begin.
Okay, that was awesome. That's why I wait through the credits. Congratulations on defeating Hades and protecting Gaia's dream of the Earth. State of the world has been restored to just before the looming shadow, prior to the final battle in Meridian. You keep all your loot and experience from your successful playthrough. Additionally, New Game Plus has been unlocked, granting the option to play the game again from the beginning with all the loot and skills that you have accumulated through this playthrough. New Game Plus loadout of your current inventory and skills has been created. To play in this mode, simply choose New Game Plus. You can also create new loadouts via the pause menu in the game. Awesome. Well, hey, 3 skill points. Let's learn that last skill. Yay! All right, let's go save real quick again.
Osteron would invent a gadget to do this. Acheron would invent a gadget.
All right. I think that's going to do it for me for today. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I very much appreciate it.